Also, another special guest, Dr. Rita Ramirez, is in the house with us today from District 31. She's the Dean of District 31.
Yes, she's running for Congress.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And yes, my name is Dr. Rita Ramirez, Dean, and I'm running for the 31st Congressional District. It's a brand new district, so I'm really honored and privileged that I was asked by the girls, the Mexican girls, to run after Congressman Baca had announced that he would be going to the 35th. So it's really an honor to represent Colton, where my grandfather arrived in 1900, so the family's lived there for over 100 years. So it's like coming home. I'm homegrown, as they say.
Right on, right on. And you know what? We need more Latinas and Latinos up in there for us. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you, it's time for the big change, and I'm one of the big changes, okay?
Yeah,
and I agree. I agree. You know what? It's wonderful because I'm the first Latina to be on the ballot in 100 years, and I would be the first woman to be elected in 100 years.
Well, tell them some of your history.
That right there makes me proud.
Well, history. My personal self is that I'm a former community college professor of 38 years, and I'm highly educated. I hold 4 degrees, the bachelor's, the master's, the educational specialist, and the doctor of philosophy. I attended 12 years of university education. I'm qualified in 9 areas. I hold 6 credentials, have 38 years of experience as a professor and teacher because I taught public school, I taught junior high. And for 6 years, I've been a trustee, and right now I am the vice president of the Board of Trustees of Coppermont College. I retired from College of the Desert, and I taught Spanish for 33 years, and I created, developed, and taught the Department of Foreign Languages, which I was the chair for 25 years, and the Department of Reading, which I created, developed, and taught for another 5 years. I'm union. I was CTA, sat on the executive board, was the grievance officer for 10 years, and I am the vice president of the Chicano Latino Caucus and the president of the Democratic Women of the Inland Empire. But in addition to that, I'm also the Area F Director of the San Bernardino County School Board Association, and I oversee all the community colleges. So I'm education. My priority is education. I love students, so I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight for them because we need to bring the money home. And I just think that with San Bernardino County being listed as the worst dropout rate in terms of in the state, and we have the worst dropout rate in this nation, that we have to take care of it because our students are smart, but we need more money, we need smaller classes, we need to put teachers back to work. So I'm one of those that says, you know, we're going to have to fight for what we want.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the thing that they're trying to do now where they're lowering the standards for graduation?
I think it's terrible.
I do too.
I think it's terrible because the problem really is No Child Left Behind. And I personally, once elected, I want to eliminate it and give the states the right to education. Back in the 60s, California was #1. We didn't have this program, which really is more of a purpose of putting a voucher system and getting rid of public school. But so I'm saying to you, public school is #1. Let's put teachers back to work and let teachers teach and students learn.
Yeah, they have the exit exam they take. The teachers are studying nothing but teaching them that exit exam. And they're missing out on a lot of culture and a lot of other education that they're missing.
Exactly. I mean, you know, they need a full program, art, music, culture. They need to get back to the basics and spend more time in English and science and mathematics and reading. You know, the question is time and smaller classes. If the classes are larger than 27 to 30, it's too big. You know, we need to give time to each student. And I have been, having been a teacher for 38 years, I was always after school. And my rule was that if you don't get half of the problems right, because I taught mathematics, then you have to come and see me after school so that you won't continue getting them wrong. So again, you know, it means sacrifice on the part of teachers. But you know what? Students are worth it. I know that our future generations are going to be as smart or smarter, and they're creative. I just have full faith in the educational system, and I will fight for teachers and students and parents because we need to make certain that no one suffers. a tragedy because they didn't complete high school. I want to do educational centers to get them back in. And last of all, you know what? Without education, it's a life of suffering and a tragedy.
And they are our future leaders as well.
Exactly. I mean, from the least comes the most. And that's why I support the DREAM Act.
Yes.
I think that every student should receive quality education, no matter who they are. I am not interested whether they're citizens or not, because as a teacher, my first priority is to teach and make certain that they learn so that they can have the American dream and have the American way of life.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Dr. Rita Ramirez right here on Kcaa 1050, Loma Linda, Riverside, San Bernardino. We're going to get into some music right now and get right back to her on her topics, which she's really hitting home concerning our raza and concerning just in general our kids that are being educated out there. Dr. Rita Ramirez in the house right here with us, joining us today.
Yes.
And she, you know what, she was bringing up a lot of good topics right there about the size of classrooms and how they're also trying to lower the standards for graduation. I don't agree with any of that, and I also agree with her on we need to bring down the number of students in the classroom, because how do you expect anybody to learn when you have over 30 students in there? You know, I mean, it's hard enough just being a teacher. I know that I got a couple cousins that teach, and I want to give them a shout out, Dr. Louis Rodriguez and my cousin
I went to school
Eddie,
with Louis.
and Eddie Rodriguez. They're both teachers, and you know, they do a lot, and they're also out there trying to make a difference in education. It makes me real proud to be related to them, and also to have you in the house, Mrs. Ramirez.
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Ramirez.
Thank you. It took me 10 years to earn that doctorate. Let me tell you, I am so proud because I was the only Hispanic in the whole program. And I attended LSU, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Wow, LSU, the Tigers,
Yeah.
huh?
Go Tigers.
Go
That's
Tigers.
right.
You know we're USC around here, girl.
Well, I tried to go. When I was in high school and I wanted to go to UCLA, instead I ended up at Chapman University. That's where I did the majority of my work was in Orange on scholarship. And again, I was the only Hispanic for the 5 years. So, you know, since the time I was 12 years of age, I've been the only ones. But this time, I'm going to say to you, I want to be the first one.
That's right. That's right.
To win this congressional, because I'm number one on the list. So go number one. Don't go beyond it.
You'll be the first of many Latinos.
Oh, I am ready to help.
I think she means on the ballot, correct?
I'm on number one on the ballot. So don't go on beyond one, because that's Rita Ramirez being educated. That's me.
Number one Latina.
You know, number one Latina, and I'm so proud of that number.
So they didn't go alphabetically. They mixed it all
No,
up.
it was random.
So when is this vote coming up to
This
put
is
you in this spot?
Tuesday.
So everybody out there, all you registered voters, go out there and support
And all
our
you poll
raza.
voters that don't absentee ballot, please go find out where your polls are at. If you do not know where they're at, call the voter registrar's office and ask them. Right now, we just going to be hitting over 5,000 doors tomorrow and Tuesday, giving them poll information. I don't know if they're doing that here in this area, but I know over in Ontario we are.
Okay,
We did
is there
door
anywhere?
to door as well. We did Rancho Cucamonga, portions of Rialto, portions of Colton, San Bernardino, some of Grand Terrace. But you know, it takes a lot of people, and I'm just grateful that I have friends who believed in me and came out. And
So where are you going to be at? Is there anywhere you're going to be speaking anytime
well,
soon?
last week I spoke on Sunday. I was in Redlands. On Monday I did the Chicano Latino Forum in San Bernardino, and on Wednesday I did the seniors in Redlands. And this week it's been quiet, and so it's okay with me.
We're going to be on election night.
Okay, how about
I'm going to be in Colton.
How about any information as far as like, do you have a Facebook or anything?
Yes, I
Anybody
do.
can
I
check
have
out
a website,
your website,
and I have an email. And,
okay, go ahead and give that out to everybody.
Well, okay. In the website, it's Dr. Rita Ramirez-Dean for Congress.com. And my email is vote for Rita Ramirez at AOL.com. And I would be happy to hear from everybody. And I try to go out and meet everyone because I like people. I love people, but I love to help. I'm one of those that always gives and never takes. I think that if we can help each other, we will get faster, be prosperous. And I was at a so-called interview, but it became a heated debate. And I had a Republican lady in real estate say to me, it's impossible, it's impossible. And I said, you know what? Nothing is impossible for us Americans when we work together. So I don't know from where you're from, but I believe in USA, and it says us. When you spell it, USA,
That's right.
I said it means all of us. I
That's
said,
right.
you know what? We are all Americans, no matter where we're from, no matter the color, the religion, whatever. And my motto is country before politics. My
All right.
country comes first.
That's
It's not
right.
a question
That's right.
of what party you belong to.
That's right.
Because I believe that if we work together, that students will go to school, parents will get their house and a job, small businesses will be able to expand, and veterans will be taken care of. I don't understand what's happening, but I'll say this much. If people don't believe in our country and they keep saying no, they need to go to the curb and stand in line with the rest of the unemployed to find out how much everybody is suffering. Because you know what? Everyone gets elected to do the right thing, the common good for everyone, and I don't see that happening. That makes me very upset because I feel that we're being abused, neglected, and I think that those people who don't care enough about people shouldn't be in politics.
That's right. That's right. We're going to get into one more song and then back with Dr. Rita Ramirez and close it out with her and give us some more information and where you can find her out. Once again, you're listening to Danny Alvarez's Talent Show every Sunday right here on Kcaa 1050. And Dr. Rita Ramirez is in the house with us, and we're going to be wrapping it up with her. You want to give up some last information?
Well, you know what I stand for, because I'm an educator and I love students, and I know without education the young will suffer. But we have to take care, as we say in our culture, we have to take care of our grandparents. We have to be respectful, and we have to fight for their Social Security. It's not an entitlement. It's money that they paid in for Social Security, Medicare, and COLA. So I'm saying to you, because of our respect for the culture, respect for our elders, we need to support our grandparents and our parents who are wanting to have Social Security and fight for the young so that they will have it when they become of age. We have to look at small businesses. You know, 53% are minority owned. That means that we would be helping all the minorities and helping our country at the same time. I want to give grants and loans with low interest so that they can expand their business and rescale and retrain the unemployed. And last of all, we cannot forget that we have to be there for our veterans, all veterans, because they put their life on the line. First responders, they put their life on the line. It's a sin, it's shameful if we walk away and say it doesn't matter. We must guarantee them health care, and we must guarantee them education, especially if they don't come back. We need to take care of their survivors. Remember civil rights. Take care of everyone. And I thank you. And don't forget to vote.
And also remember where to contact her at. It is at www.drritaramirezdeanforcongress.com.
And I thank you so much. And don't forget to vote. The vote is free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I'm number one, so don't go beyond the number, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you all.
And I want to say thank you also to Bernie Valenzuela from REMAX. He has helped me tremendous with our campaigning. He's offered a lot of help, and I really do appreciate his help that he's given me this last couple of weeks especially. So
Once
my
again,
shout-outs for that.
gracias, Mrs. Ramirez, Dr. Ramirez, for coming through and being part of our show right here. This talent show Danny Alvarez presents every Sunday